you want to flip it or?
Yeah, no, decent idea. Flip it, yeah.
Night 2, Tag Team Championship against Street Profits, DIY, and Motor City Machine Guns.
Lovely.
Just for everything that happened in the Royal Rumble, obviously Street Profits. I'm not gonna lie, right? Because of our predictions and stuff like that, Motor City had it locked in until Street Profits come out and ruined it.
It's not going to be the last
DIY got the pin.
Yeah, it's not going to be the last of Motor City Machine Guns and DIY, I don't think. Definitely not.
I proper fucked up the league table for it. Right. Number 2, I've gone for the Women's World Champion match.
Yep.
Rhea Ripley against Liv Morgan.
Oh, little rematch.
Do you know what it is? I had a proper argument with myself because at first I had Alexa Bliss, but I just didn't see her coming straight back and having a title match. No, so I feel like she'll build herself up a little bit again.
Fair, yeah. No, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Third match, Men's Intercontinental, Sheamus v Bron Breakker. This is purely just on the fact that Sheamus hasn't won that belt before. So for his career, I'd love to see him have it.
Yeah, and that would be good. Let's see, tried at 39, lost it. Tried at Saturday Night Main Event, lost it. So
yeah. And then this is where it gets proper interesting. The last 4.
Go on.
Alexa Bliss.
Right.
Versus Becky Lynch, just 1-on-1.
Yeah. Right.
Aye.
Fair.
Just
hopefully.
Both of them both returning. Both like
good.
peak in the careers. Match 5, I've gone with Kevin Owens against Sami Zayn.
Hopefully. I'm hoping
just because obviously Sami didn't help Owens. I mean, he got Alabama slammed into ladders and folded like a fucking deck chair. Like how you helping that? He's not getting up.
No.
Like he would have had to physically pick him up and carry him up the top of the ladder and unhook the belt for him.
Yeah.
And then just obviously Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
He's fucking package pile drive Sami Zayn.
Yeah. It's starting something whenever it's, because like I say, it's obviously Elimination Chamber's coming up.
It's boiling.
I don't think they'll have that match in. I know it's in the home country, but I feel like that match is too big to not have at WrestleMania. So I'm hoping they do keep it for WrestleMania, definitely.
I think after Owens has been fucked up off Cody Rhodes as well.
Yeah.
There's no point going after him now, so he's tatting his anger out on the next person, and unfortunately it's been Sami Zayn.
That would be good. I'm hoping for that.
I had a proper. This is where it gets interesting, because it's like what you said. Night 1 could go either way, but honestly, we've ended up having the same. Mine's just different order, I think. I'm not too sure.
Right.
So I've gone with the triple threat between Rollins, Punk, and Reigns. Right, yeah.
I think everyone's
just
on
because of that Royal Rumble build-up.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it was just mint. Obviously, Rollins has kicked Reigns' face into the. I kicked Reigns' face into the floor. He's bust his lip. He's then went on to Punk and they've started brawling.
Yeah.
So I think just that match alone would be like a mint build-up. But if it's anything like last year's WrestleMania where someone runs out who's unpredictable, that'll be even better. Yeah. Like that'll be class.
Could be anything.
That'll be for the predictions video that everyone will watch close at the time. And then obviously the one that's being left out, main event, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Just because
100%.
Grew up watching Cena. I think everyone grew up watching Cena.
Yeah.
They'd love to see him win the 17 times.
Yeah.
So, and that's my night 2.
Great.
What were you going to say? Especially
against someone like a Cody Rhodes as well. It's sort of like Cody Rhodes is like the modern day John Cena. So if there's anyone to have Cena's 17th win against, having it against someone like a Cody Rhodes, it'd sort of be, I feel like it'd just be the perfect end, especially at night 2 as well. Yeah.
But I think it'll be good because let's say Cena wins it, and then let's say his last match in December.
Yeah.
He's against Rhodes again or something. It'll be like passing the torch, wouldn't it?
100%, like, something like that.
Summit. Yeah. Aye. Right.
So yes. Right. So for my night 2, I'm kicking off with the IC title. I've got Sheamus in the match, but it's with Penta and Drew as well as Bron Breakker in a fatal 4-way.
Wow.
I feel like obviously just was it the Monday Night Raw before Royal Rumble, we're seeing Penta have a little thing backstage with Bron Breakker.
Yeah.
And again, it could depend on who's in the chamber, because if Drew, Sheamus or Penta are in it, they might not be part of this match, but I feel like having Sheamus and Drew in the match would be obviously like so hard hitting. Add Penta to it as well as Bron Breakker. I feel like that would be the perfect match to kick off night 2, and could again, same with a load of matches that I'm hoping for, could be the match of the weekend as well. But again, that's a very hopeful one. Same with the second match of the night. Again, it's the women's IC title this time. I've got Becky Lynch, hopefully, returning in time against Lyra. Again, hoping Becky Lynch comes back. I was hoping for a return at the Royal Rumble, but that's why I feel like they might be saving it for something a bit later down the line. Hopefully, because Becky Lynch and Lyra had that match in NXT before, and one of the best women's matches, if not the best matches we've seen in NXT. So to see them have that at WrestleMania with Lyra as the champion, I think it'd be a great match. I've got the same as you with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Obviously, same as what you said. We're saying what happened at the Royal Rumble where Sami didn't help Kevin didn't help Sami. Then you get to Raw, you think Raw's finished, and then Kevin Owens is package pile driving Sami Zayn. Yeah. There's no way they're not going to fight at some point. Like I said, I'm hoping if it is at Elimination Chamber, I feel like it will be just as good. But having them two at WrestleMania fighting each other, it's sort of the main event at WrestleMania 39 together. They've both had their own WrestleMania moments, so for them both to then have a match again against each other to relive like the matches that they had in NXT, Ring of Honor, the fought on Raw, SmackDown, everything so many times, but to have that match at WrestleMania, I thought it'd just be, again, and I've said this about 10 other matches, but it could literally be like one of the best matches ever. Same with you for the next match as well. I've got Motor City Machine Guns, Street Profits and DIY. Again, in the hope that if they build this up as much as they have done with DIY and Motor City Machine Guns over the past 2-3 months or so, but then add someone like Street Profits, who seem sort of like, it's like a different side of them. I've always seen them coming out being like all happy, jumping around. The same now, obviously they've interrupted that match. They don't seem like they're going to be as much of like a nice tag team anymore. So to see them have that side and them have them in the story with Motor City and DIY, I feel like it'd be like a ridiculous tag match between the three of them as well. Bit of a hopeful one, but I'm hoping for Solo to come back and have a match with Jacob Fatu.
Oh.
Obviously Solo was saying it, I'm talking maybe 2-3 weeks ago now, Solo on SmackDown he seemed to just sort of go, and then Jacob Fatu sort of took the reins. No pun. He sort of took the reins of the bloodline. And now you're seeing Jacob Fatu come out every single week now, sort of as if he's calling the shots because Solo's not around.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like that again, another hopeful stipulation, but in a bloodline rules match, I feel like that'd be just like with this, obviously the story of the bloodline. It's coming up to about its 5th year now. I feel like there's just so many layers that they can do with it. It's sort of like, I feel like if they're moving away from, it seems that way anyway, away from the bloodline being about Roman, Jimmy, Jay. If they're doing it now about Solo and Jacob Fatu, I feel like it just opens up 1,000 different more stories as well. And to see them two fight, it'd be great.
That match would be brutal, especially the way Jacob Fatu dealt with Braun Strowman.
Yeah, as I say, if he did that to him, it's like, then put him against Solo.
With no disqualifications.
Exactly. I felt it'd just be ridiculous. And yeah, our last two exactly the same. Again, I felt like either one could main event, but the first match I've went for, Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany. This is sort of one of the matches where, even before Charlotte was back, and you're seeing Tiffany Stratton in NXT, you can just see how Tiffany wrestles and her character. It's sort of like a different version of Charlotte Flair. So to see them two face each other, it'd be like, obviously Charlotte Flair's still got plenty of time left in her career, but it's more so, it would be like sort of a passing of the torch match, similar to to the main event what I've put as well. But seeing, because Tiffany Stratton's still really young, Charlotte Flair, is she a 12 or 13 time champion now? That will probably be the match that makes Tiffany Stratton go from like where she is now to even higher up. Main event, same as you, John Cena, Cody Rhodes. Like it's the exact same reasons you said. It feels like the perfect match. Like how Cody Rhodes has been since he returned a few years back now, and John Cena's John Cena. That match alone, even if it wasn't for a title, could main event, because it's two of the biggest names in wrestling fighting each other. But then you add the title to it, and it's like it's the whole like emotional thing of Cena possibly win the 17th. If it just feels too perfect for it not to happen now. He doesn't. He's not the type to. I feel like he would happily have this last year to lose all of his matches to make other people look good. But if I'm being selfish, I'd want to win everything. Yeah, I just want to win every single thing possible. So in an ideal world, John Cena, Cody Rhodes to end. Obviously, and if you can imagine how good the build-up would be, like, because you'd have weeks and weeks, especially if Cena wins the Elimination Chamber. Obviously, if Cena doesn't win that, it's going to be a bit more awkward to see what would happen with him. But
100%.
Hopefully, he wins the Chamber, chooses Cody, and then that whole build-up from Elimination Chamber to WrestleMania to then end on that match of fate would just be perfect.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But if he doesn't win the Elimination Chamber, this is just our dream card. It's not predictions that'll come out later. Yeah. So then, if the storyline goes a different way,
exactly,
then our actual predictions of who we think will win what match, that'll be out later. Lovely.